Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Seed Showcase series. Today's seed is a 7-village classic-sized world. It's also got an ocean monument, a woodland mansion, and we're also going to take a quick look at the end portal and the stronghold as well. So, here's the map in front of us right here. As you can see, there are a couple clearly defined villages already on the map. We have one up here, we have two at the bottom down here, there's one there's one here, and there's one in the ice biome over here. That's the 7. Mansions right there, ocean monuments just over the edge here, and also the end portal is in this area as well. So, starting off, we have obviously the desert temple at the spawn point, and you can see all of my pillars lighting up for where everything is. We jump down here, we have in this first test a protection 1, a golden apple, 2 gold, lots of gunpowder, and even more gunpowder. The gunpowder is very useful for fireworks in the early game, especially if you're going to go after killing the ender dragon and getting yourself a pair of elytra very, very early on. Alright, so let's fly up towards this area of the map, past all this jungle, and we'll start by hitting all these villages. So this is the smallest of the villages right here. It compares pretty much to another one as well as one pretty much similar size, but that's that one right there. We have a fairly decently sized one in the back corner over here with a blacksmith, so we're going to check out the blacksmith as well. I really do think they've changed some of the spawn mechanics for villages, because I'm definitely seeing way more pathing than I used to. So over there we've got 5 iron. We take a very, 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 very long flight over the far side. We will be able to see the third of all the villages, which you can kind of see is on the map already. And we're going to swoop past this igloo right here in the middle. Just going to drop down and just quickly show you that it actually has a lower section in it as well. Aha! So we'll just fly this direction. You can see the village on the map on the left-hand side of my screen, so you know where I'm going. And then essentially as we get over here, it's another village with a blacksmith, and again, it's plenty of farmhouses on it. But I think the key thing with villages isn't just like the blacksmith chests, I think it's the villagers themselves. I think the villagers are far more useful than most people think they are. Like, there's so much more you can do with them nowadays. Like, we actually have functioning iron golem farms again now. We have villager breeders which you can make. One of the smaller villages is just this one right here, next to the mansion. The mansion is buried in this cliff right here, so if you want to check that out, I recommend doing that. Then if we fly over here, we can check out what effectively I think is the smallest village. Now, that other one over there was pretty similar sized, but this is pretty much matching it. Over here, out in the water, we have the ocean monument. As you can see, if we can just take a quick spin, it's there, hidden away in the darkness. 2 more villages left to cover, and then we will last but not least swing around to have a look at this. So, the second to last village is this one right here. This is probably the biggest of the villages, and again there is another blacksmith right here. You can kind of cheat your way through and check the chests, because you can smash that block out right there. See that we have 4 obsidian and 3 diamonds in there, and is pretty sure that at least one of these villages has had a library house, so there's an enchanting table right off the bat without really doing anything. This one doesn't have a library house, but it does have another blacksmith. So last but not least, the final village has 3 more obsidian, iron sword, and iron boots. Especially because these are the closest ones to the spawn point. I think these are the more useful ones to go for. Especially because there's like sugarcane hanging around, and I'm sure you can find 1 cow to solve that problem. Now, last but not least, let's take a quick look over here. This isn't anything too special with this stronghold. It's just got a couple of libraries and the end portal itself. It looks like the sand has fallen down this one, which is the end portal. Completely empty, this one, which means you're going to have to find yourself 12 eyes of ender to put inside the portal. We go up to where this tree is right here. You can see that this is one of the libraries. We jump all the way down. It's this very weirdly shaped one, which is kind of half cut off in a ravine. We have 1 enchanted book here, which is Knockback 2, Power 4, Curse of Binding 1. And over here we have another one, which is Fire Protection 3. Now, the other library, which I'm going to show you in just a second, doesn't have any enchanted books, but I wanted to show you the location on camera anyway. But that pretty much wraps up everything with this seed. Like I said, it's a 7-village classic-sized world. It's definitely worth checking out, especially if you want the early enchanting table and a couple of nice enchanted books. Yeah, nothing really in here, though, with this one. But that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I guess I will see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye! As usual, everything will be listed in the description below.